Guys, it's Amber J. Lee here, and welcome to Where the Pretty Girls Learn. And today we're going to talk about something that is sweeping the nation. Like you always hear about it, and it's just a question that every woman has on her mind. Is it reasonable to ask a man to sleep with one woman for the rest of his life? Is it reasonable? Let's see what nature has to say.
In reason do you want to go? You want to looking for a second wife?
There's no reason other than that if somebody reads one of the books from God, whether we're talking about the Bible or the Quran, it's perfectly clear in there that this is what is allowed. Okay. And it's always been allowed. Like you read the Bible, it's allowed. You go to Africa and you see many Christians there practicing polygyny. But people in the UK seem to think that it's a Muslim issue. But really, it's a matter of religion.
This is a common problem that's been with us for decades. We as a women, we have different perspectives on infidelity than men. Obviously, is it reasonable to ask a man who pays all the bills, pay for everything that we need in life, and just take care of us to only be monogamous?
Provide an above average middle class lifestyle to where the kids are provided for, the college is provided for, you can travel like you need to, have retirement, all that other kind of stuff. Yeah, what you talking?
I'm sorry, so you're saying just because he's doing all that, he can go cheat?
Why? I mean, it's like, I don't understand black women. Because he's doing all that. What kind of men can do all that?
I'm shocked. I mean, because I watched some of your content.
What kind of men can do all of that?
Okay, so you're saying a high value man can do that,
or a man of young age to only be monogamous. So as we both know, men don't mature until they're about their late 26, 27, late 20s. So if a man isn't mature, he doesn't know how to process or control his own emotions. So how would he be able to process and understand someone else's, especially the opposite gender, emotions?
That's right, because every man's got a choice to make. Every single man in here got a choice to make. And you know what the choice is. Commitment or new pussy.
I want to show you how men see infidelity versus women. Let's take a look.
I mean, he's not respecting his wife, but that doesn't mean that he doesn't love her. You know, he can still have the same feelings about her as he did when he first met her. But it is much, much different when a woman cheats. When a woman cheats, the relationship is over. It is done. That marriage is completely over. No need to even bother.
So, ask any man, and I'm pretty sure they'll agree. I interviewed about 2 to 3 guys, and they all say the same thing. So now with each of these guys, I talked to a guy who makes over $100,000 a year. I talked to a guy who made about $20,000 a year. And I talked to a guy who made about $50,000 a year. And each man agreed that they view infidelity as something different than women. Let's look at a woman's perspective. Let's see what she has to say about it. Because a lot of women would prefer a man to cheat physically than emotionally. Men by nature are visual and they like sexual variety. And sex has little meaning when it's someone they don't care about. For example, a man can sleep with a woman the first night he meets her and never ever think about her again, but sleeps about his wife that he loves and will want to be with her for a lifetime. So at what age do we expect a man to want to be 100% monogamous with the woman? We all go through a whole phase. It's human nature where we want to explore, we want to date, we want to look around, we want to know what we do like, what we don't like. Just want to date different people. And you don't think men want to do that? Men like variety. They don't want to just settle down with one person for the rest of their life. So when do men get over that? And we also have to keep this in mind that men usually want to settle down once they have their lives 100% together. Once they're together financially, emotionally, mentally, that's when they're ready to settle down. And do you expect one man to sleep with one woman for years at a time? No. Men like sexual variety. We hear the same thing over. Oh, the sex is boring, the sex is boring, the sex is boring. Each woman does something different in bed. They sound different. They do something different. And they like the difference. They get tired of the same thing easily and quickly. It's just like getting a new thrill and getting something you haven't had in a while. When you're married for 10 plus, 20 plus years, you kind of want to see if you still have it. We have a 24-year-old male. He is the top 1% earner of men. He is either an entertainer, an athlete, or a musician. He has over $50,000 in his bank account. For example, NBA YoungBoy or Future or Young Thug when they first came out. Millions upon millions woman. This is the ideal teenage girl's husband. Like, she wants him. I think he'll be 100% loyal to one. With all that power and all that money at such a young age. Put yourself in that position. Put yourself in that position. And in a male's body. Women who can't control themselves sexually, they have a bunch of kids not knowing what to do. For example, Future, Young Thug, and NBA YoungBoy.
Yes. By my wife, if I ever get married, you know what I'm saying, I want to have kids by my wife, of course. It could be like 3, because I never had more than 1 kid by a girl. So it's like, if I had 2 by her, then it's like more than I had. So I feel like it was more special.
We're asking an immature male who really doesn't understand the woman's mindset or how the woman does things, how the woman thinks, how the woman acts. He doesn't really understand that because he barely understands himself in life, to be 100% monogamous while also having women chase after him. Men at this young age, they're in their selfish stage. They don't care about nobody but themselves and their penis. Like, that's all they think about. So what I wanted to say is, with this message, it's just best to be the wife. Like, you're in the best position. Because 1, you have 100% access to his funds, his future, and him whenever you want to. As the side piece, they have access to his penis, and whatever he says goes. And it's on his time. But men have to get their whole phase out, regardless if we as women we like it or not. So leave yourself in the comments and let me know what you think.